everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video. So today we're going to be doing something which I actually quite enjoy doing every single day on the game, which also gives us equipment, or gear as it's also known as, and or Murta Stone, which is for upgrading your gear. Okay, it also says that it can also be obtained by selling gear in your stash. Okay, so how to get to this is you click in your office, bottom left hand side. Oh sorry. Right, so you can see I was trying to ensure that you can see that on my side. So you go to the office here on left hand side, and obviously to sell them in the future, obviously I haven't got any myself, but you do it in your stash. At the bottom it'll give you an option. Okay, so this here is unfinished business. You unlock that, I think at level 15. I think it's level 15 you unlock this at. So as it says here, your last two stages will be reopened every single day. Okay, so I haven't even attempted this one yet. Okay, and it refreshes in 2 hours. So the best way to start this is by doing it as soon as it opens, and as soon as you wake up, you know, then you've got as close to 24 hours as humanly possible, give you more time to win it. Obviously this is the first of one, South Park. I'm going to give it a go now, and we should be able to hopefully smash this out in 10 minutes, I'd like to hope. If it doesn't go too well, what I can do is I can show you what I would do to try and improve how quick I get through it, and you know, the best ways around it, because with everything in this game there is a little bit of trick and strategy and, you know, things along them lines. There's ways to make it go quicker and to make sure that you do get through them. Don Vito, here in the stages we use special type of currency. Try to complete as many missions as possible. So the great thing is obviously you've got missions here and you've got stages, and even if you only get a first couple stages passed, you still get the rewards for that at the end. You don't complete the whole thing, but you still get the stages. So they give you just enough money to take the first business. Okay, and then what you want to do is you want to put Capo on, which is going to make you the most money from it. Okay, which is going to be this guy for us. All right, and then you claim the money, and then you work your way through and you upgrade him. Well, you upgrade obviously the business. So let me go back straight away, because I can tell instantly that he is not going to do us justice at the level he is at now. So I'm going to see if I can maybe upgrade him a little bit more. And the reason why we're going to go through and show you this is because this is going to be like in theory, this is exactly what you guys are going to experience when you're going on to these and trying to beat them. You know, you're not always going to be guaranteed to beat them straight away. So it's this guy we was having to use. So he wasn't our strongest by any means, but we rank him up a little bit. Hopefully that will, you know, be enough for us to fly through, you know. And if it isn't, there are, obviously we can then upgrade him. You know, we can add stars to him. There's loads of different options you can do, guys. Yeah, you never, whenever you think you're stuck in the game, yeah, all you got to do is take a step back and figure out why you're stuck and what can you do to overcome the obstacle. How can you complete this? You know, think outside the box. Message some gang members. You know, do a bit of research. There are ways around it, guys. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. I've definitely spoken to a few gang members of mine during Idle Mafia who get stuck, and I've helped a few. And it's one of them. It's even like, you know, my personal friends and family who play the game. I've gone on, you know, their phone, you know, with them, and I've helped them out, because it's not as easy as, you know, you think it is. Sometimes you just need an outside perspective to help. Okay, but once again, with this game, just like every other game, I never ever recommend sharing accounts or giving away accounts for that. I've only ever done it with friends and family in person, where they've handed me their phone. I don't have access to their account, and nor will I ever, because I don't want to. It's a hard enough game as it is. I'll play it alone. But as you can see, we're making a huge amount of money now, and we're able to fly up just because we upgraded him. Okay, which means that we made more money. And if you click on him, click on this here, you can see what skills he has as well, right? So he has two blue ones. The blue skills are for like cash and production. Yeah, so accelerates the production time, ×7 when managing the rob. And then this one here is reduce the cost when you manage blah blah blah. Right. So once again, some have certain buildings, you know, where they make, you know, where they can, you know, be faster and stuff like that. Specific buildings, you know, for them. So talent tree, I think the talent tree can be actually extremely important for if you actually are able to go all the way through, or if you get stuck. Okay, the way I like to do it is, obviously I'm not 100% clued up on this account because this is my secondary account, but for my main account I know what capos I've got, I know what their strengths are, I know what their style is, if they're a tech, a biz, you know, I know what I've got. So the best thing to do is to have a look at your capos, see what you've got, see what there is and what your main ones are. So my main ones are, let's have a look here. Japan, we've got Mexico here, and right, so I respect. So, and then what you do is you look at, so we've got quite a few techs there, we've got busies, and then striker, I think they're called. So we go through, let's have a quick look here. And then you can make more of an educated guess on, you know, what ones to choose. Normally, what I do like to do is with the first building, whoever I've got on there, especially if it's slow at the start like it was before I upgraded, because not always will you be able to just upgrade it straight away. You know, I like to try and put the talent on which is going to benefit me the most at that moment in time for that one to get me through that stage. And I normally find it's easier to go after the first build. Now, I personally find the first and the last building to be the hardest ones. Okay, some may agree, I disagree, and that is absolutely fine. So we currently have a Mexican capo on, so we'll click that one there, and he's a striker, isn't he? So it doesn't make much of a difference, but we've got quite a lot of biz and quite a lot of tech. So I tell you what, I'm going to take a gamble and go for tech. Yeah, for it. So in the future, it's going to make a difference for us. So right now, this has ×5 because this is a Mexican capo, and it's going up. So any Mexican capos you put on in the future are actually going to make a big difference. Okay, so I'm going to move him over to this building now, because you always want to kind of keep your best ones moving forward, and replace them with, you know, lesser earning ones, because as you go through, the buildings are going to make you more and more money as you work through. And as you can see, we're collecting rewards here. The ones on the left hand side normally give you one of these rewards, you for like the milestones and stuff like that. As you can see there, the reward has given you a gear or the Ormerta stone. So now we can go for biz for that one. Keep upgrading it. So what you need to do, the way to complete it in theory, is to unlock every building, get them to level 100, and obviously collect a certain amount of money, okay, or cash or coins, or gold coins as it's classed as, you know. So some of them, like when I'm like really far advanced of like, you know, the level, I'll just go through, you know, where I'm making loads of money, I'll just buy them all and I'll just literally upgrade them as I go through. I just spam click, get them up to 100, and then just move on again. You know, now we're moving over to one of our Japanese capos, which he's one of our highest levels ones as well. So he's already ranked up, leveled up. So he's going to do us justice, hopefully. You know, so if you've only got certain ones which are really high level, you know, you might have to wait a little bit, and it might be a slow game until you unlock them. And like, as this one here was the third building, so if I had two really low level ones here, it would take a lot longer to get to the third building. So take in mind, it can take as long as it really wants to, you know. So Italian, we have quite a few Italian actual capos, so we're going to do that one. We've got quite a few striker ones, so we'll do the production for that one, because the first two are striker. So it will definitely help us along the way. Try and keep these upgraded if we can, because every bit of money comes in, you know, no harm done. Take this building, put a new capo on this one, so we'll swap him, upgrade it, transfer this one over. Okay. Go. Gosh, that one's almost level 100 already. So I do like to constantly go back and upgrade. Take in mind, on your phone, guys, it's going to be a lot quicker and a lot smoother than what it is for me personally, because I am on the computer and it's not really supposed to be played on the computer. So I'm going to do Japan capo income because I do have a good amount of capos, Japan capos, and this guy here is a Japanese capo and he's on the most profitable building at the moment. So I'd be silly not to focus on that. Try and focus after you get past like the first couple of talents on whichever one's giving you the most money, which is going to focus and benefit you the most. Especially if you've got majority high capos, which is Japanese or Japan. It really will help you to focus on Japan talents. Okay, so let's move them over. As I said, we just did a Japan one and we got another one because we was aware that our top capos are Japanese. So of course we want to put them on first. So now what we need to do, get this one up to level 100, which is already done. And then make enough cash. So then we can take the Lotto Center. We've already done. Work our way through. And we can do another one of these if we want to. So I'll do ×5 income because it'll just me income is always a good one. No, can't be on ×5. Put her on, so she's Mexican. But we have done some buffs for like talent points for Mexicans. So she will definitely still be making us a good chunk of money on the game. Oh, we got another talent one we can do. Let's do Japan income again, just because majority of ours are Japanese. So especially if I put all my stuff into like Japanese capos, I would still focus quite a good chunk of my time and coins on Japanese capos, because they're probably going to be the ones what do make me the most money still, the most coins. Okay, so now that we've got that one up to that, we've only got one more build to take, which is scam. But before we get there, we do need to start making a little bit more money. Okay, so how much is this build making us? This is making 18 JJ a second, and this one's making us 9 LL. Okay. Let's make it a second, which is good. So obviously she is making us the most profit. What do we need for this one? All right, there you go. So we've already unlocked that building now. So we've unlocked the final building. And take in mind, we've only been doing this for just under 13 minutes. And obviously, if you're on a phone, it'd go a lot quicker. And obviously, we went back and checked our capos and stuff like that. But take in mind, you don't have to do it all in one sitting. You can go back, as you saw I did at the start of the video, to look at our capos. You can go through. Just don't click finish. Just click quit. Okay? So when you click that, click quit. Okay? Don't click restart. Don't click finish. Quit. Okay? Then we'll just continue for now. Okay? We haven't gone back and done these ones just because we've just been so focused on the ones we have in front of us. That is our main priority, really, you know. But if you're on a phone, it is a lot easier to go back and click, whereas for me on a computer, it isn't. So in theory, we're going a little bit more of a slow route, and it does slow down as you get to the further buildings because the production time of them before you get paid increases. So this one is 40 seconds. Excuse me. So that is where the production speed can, you know, come in clutch and really help a lot, you know. And then normally if you are waiting for, you know, these to come through and pay out, that is normally when I do go back and actually upgrade previous buildings, because you're having to wait for that income to come in. So I then do tend to go back and do it that way. Okay, so now we can finish it because we complete all milestones. Click OK. See what I mean? On my computer with my bad internet, it really does take a lot longer than what it does for you guys, because on my phone it does not take this long. Okay, so I think overall this is one of the most entertaining and complex parts of the game, because as you go through the ranks, it gets harder and harder and harder and harder and harder and harder and harder, and there's a lot of them, and I'm hoping we can do a video on smashing every single one, you know, in the future moving forward. Let me know if you enjoyed watching me do the unfinished business. So as you can see, the rewards of this round, milestone rewards, all these here. As you can see, we do get a good chunk of stuff here, which really does make a big difference when adding on to your capos, gearing up. Okay. Also, what this means is in 4 hours, right? So now that we've completed this, in 4 hours, well, in 2 hours now at this point, right? We'll be able to, because we've already completed it, we don't have to go through and redo it all again. We can just spend 10 diamonds just to instantly do it and get the rewards instantly. And once we unlock this one, we can do it to that one, and then we'd just fight this one on the day. So it always keeps to the stages open every day, right? So the previous stage I always claim with 10 diamonds, and then the current stage I always try and fight and beat every day if I can. Some days I don't, some days I do, but you learn from it and you get better and better and better for it. And then to add the gear onto your capo, just click onto your capos, then whichever ones you want, click on it, click on equipment, which is the second tab, and then click equip equipment. And then because you've got the Immerta Stone, you can actually upgrade the gear, guys. Yeah, that's been Unfinished Business. I'm Connor Farrington. I'm content creator for Idle Mafia. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below if there is any videos you want me to make in the future. And if you want to join our gang, it's Farrington Mafia. And take it easy. Goodbye.